When setting up a trust in Dubai, one decision matters the most, and that is, should your trust be a revocable trust or an irrevocable trust? This choice affects how much control you keep, how well assets are protected, and how the structure is viewed in different countries. So in this video, we'll explain what revocable and irrevocable trusts are, how they work under the Dubai Trust Law, and where each one tends to fit best. This will help you decide which approach makes sense for asset protection, succession planning, or managing your wealth across borders. Before we start, if you would like us to help you with asset protection and succession planning in Dubai, you can request a free and customized asset protection plan by clicking the link in the description below. And you can take this plan and implement it step by step on your own timeline. Now, coming to the topic, a revocable trust is one where the settlor, that's the person setting up the trust, retains the power to amend or even revoke the trust entirely. You can change beneficiaries, modify the terms, or dissolve the trust if your circumstances change. This level of flexibility is often attractive to those who are just starting their asset protection planning and want to maintain a high degree of control. An irrevocable trust, on the other hand, cannot be easily altered once it has been created. The assets placed into it are legally removed from the settlor's ownership, and the trust is managed by a trustee according to the original trust deed. This structure is designed to offer stronger protection from the future liabilities, claims, or changes in personal or tax circumstances. So how does this difference actually works in Dubai? Specifically under the DIFC and the ADGM trust regimes. Both jurisdictions offer the legal infrastructure to support either model. DIFC's Trust Law No. 4 of 2018 and ADGM's Trust Regulations provide clear definitions and legal protection for both revocable and irrevocable structures. That means whether you are choosing flexibility or security, you will have the legal certainty. But here's the practical difference you'll want to consider. If your goal is to maintain operational control, say you want to restructure your holdings later, add new assets, or switch beneficiaries as your family dynamics evolve, then a revocable trust may be more aligned with your strategy. It allows you to treat the trust as a living instrument, one that grows and adapts with you. However, revocability has its trade-offs. Since you maintain control, courts and creditors in certain jurisdictions may view those assets as still being under your ownership. That can compromise their protection in lawsuits, divorce, or insolvency cases. And in some countries, a revocable trust might not provide the tax or legal benefits you were hoping for. Irrevocable trust is in the opposite direction. Once assets are transferred into the trust, they are generally considered outside your estate. That separation is precisely what makes them so powerful for asset protection, succession planning, and tax efficiency. It also sends a strong signal to the banks, regulators, and counterparties that this structure is serious and it's built for long-term stewardship. For high net worth individuals with significant international exposure, let's say you're managing a family enterprise, real estate holdings in multiple countries, or sensitive intellectual property, irrevocable trust can offer both legal clarity and strategic insulation. The trust becomes a holding vehicle with permanence and purpose that is often managed by professional trustees. There's another angle worth discussing here, that is banking. Some financial institutions are more comfortable opening accounts for irrevocable trust, particularly when the trustee is regulated corporate provider. That said, DIFC and ADGM environment are flexible enough to accommodate both models, provided the documentation is clear and the governance framework is robust. One thing we advise clients is to think about what they are really trying to achieve. If you're looking to simplify probate and ensure smooth succession but don't feel ready to let go of full control, a revocable trust can be a useful stepping stone. It's also easier to close down if circumstances change. Say you move countries or restructure your assets entirely. But if your priority is asset protection, intergenerational wealth transfer, or aligning with the regulatory expectations of international jurisdictions, then irrevocable trust is usually the safer option. It's harder to challenge, more resilient in cross-border disputes, and better suited to long-term preservation. That doesn't mean it's right for everyone. An irrevocable trust requires real planning. You need to be clear on what's going in, who manages it, and how the beneficiaries will receive the value over time. That's why it's critical to get legal, tax, and fiduciary advice tailored to your personal situation. In the end, the question isn't which trust is better in general. It's which one is better for your specific goals, your risk tolerance, and your timelines. Dubai's legal framework allow you to make that choice without the compromise. Whether you choose revocable or irrevocable trust, the key is to bring clarity and structure as well as for intent and execution. So if you would like to explore which structure aligns best with your estate planning goals, feel free to reach out and we can help you map out a tailored solution based on your specific requirements. And if you would like us to help with this, you can request your free and customized asset protection plan using the link in the description below. That's it for today, and I'll see you in the next video.